You know what it is? We're back out in the urban permaculture garden. It is May 17th and things are growing. Not much has actually been harmed by the frost, so that's some good news. There's my cat Ches, and this is the garden. Let's get it. So you can see all the mint varieties are doing very well. You can see the chocolate mint, there's some lemon balm, more chocolate mint, there's a wild mint. There's catnip popping up every now and there. There's the lambs here. All of that is the wild peppermint. I'm going to spin around so we can have a look. The sagebrush is doing fantastic. It's doing really well. I would like to harvest some of the branches soon so I can make some smudge sticks, or whatever you want to call them, for sage bundles, for doing some lighting it up, clearing the energies and stuff. So you can see the wild peppermint here next to the beautiful wormwood. It smells amazing. And here is the other sage, which is doing really well. It smells amazing. It's producing the flower buds, which have the most potent smell. So it's becoming the optimal time to harvest to make some smudging sticks. And here, excuse me, I just had a smoothie. In here, we got my little parsley. I planted chickpeas in here. We have chickpeas coming up. I want to see how those will do. Oh, and over there, this little mint there, strawberry mint. So the strawberry mint's starting to grow pretty good. And my little chives. The dill is popping up all over the place. Dill's kind of a weed in the garden, so that's good to know. Yeah, we got the dill coming back. I'm not seeing much for the popcorn yet, or the other beans. We'll see what happens there. Over here, I did plant some other things. Oh, it looks like that might be one of the sunflowers I planted. That's kind of cool. My lilies are starting, and we got lots of hollyhocks, raspberries. The food forest garden's doing really well. Strawberries, flowers there. Let's see how well this garden is doing. Everything's really starting to boom. The comfrey's doing really well, and I might have to trim this hollyhock a little bit. It's covering up the blueberries pretty good, but the blueberries are starting to look a bit more full, so that's good. Good to know, good to know. Holy, and look at the size of that rhubarb. Absolutely massive plant. Rhubarb's amazing. I love how like jungle-esque they are. These guys are doing good. I always forget their name. I don't know why. That rhubarb's doing really well. More of the wildflowers. Our yucca's doing okay since I moved him. Not much has changed there, so we'll see how he does. Over here we have the snap peas, which are doing good. And you can see more of the cucumbers are starting to show up, so that's good. And in here, it's the only thing that I really think got affected by the frost was the tobacco seeds. Nothing's really popping up in here as far as I can tell. Same thing with down in here. It looks like there's some, but there's still not a lot. Okay, there's a few. We'll just have to see how it goes. I might just have to start planting a lot of them inside and bringing them out, because they have a harder time. They don't grow as big by direct sowing, especially this year because it hasn't been that warm. These ones are popping up though, and that's the edible mapacho. So that's kind of interesting there. Looking around over here, we have the okra. This one looks pretty sad. I think it got eaten by something. There's another okra there. So okras are kind of trying to show up. I still don't think I think I'm gonna have to replant those cucumbers, the big ones, because they're not showing up. So I think the frost kind of affected them. And as far as I know, the ashwagandha seems to be doing okay. We're getting little sprouts from them. You can see how big the carrots are getting. The second year carrots, we're getting the seeds. And our onions are doing all right. Still not as many as I thought we were going to get by popping up. And these are those bindweed. This is probably the one weed in the garden that doesn't actually have a use. It's not edible. At least I don't think it has a use. Maybe it does, I just don't know it yet. Check this out. The beans are doing really well. These are all the beans. These are the random pumpkin seeds that were in this garden bed. Kind of popping up. There's a few I don't need, like that one. That one. So you can just see all the old pumpkin seeds there. So I'm going to keep some of the pumpkins just because it's like Three Sisters garden in here. Because I have the corn, down a sawsy corn, which you can see is starting to come up. And I actually did get these random tomato plants. I stuck them there. I got a whole bunch of random ones they had at work. And I was like, hey, I'll take some. So I started planting them. That's kind of cool. As you can see, I planted some here too. Those aren't the main tomato plants I will be getting. I'll be getting those and I'll be planting them in those spots. It also looks like we got the basil doing good. Yeah, you can see the dark basil right there. So you can see the different colors. It's good to know. Basil's doing all right. The salad bed is doing really well. Wow, doing really well. Everything's starting to really boom now. You can see we're going to have a good salad sometime soon. That's really exciting there. And our garlics are doing pretty good. Looking nice. And our oregano's doing really well. There's our lemongrass right there. Spin around over to the pots. Let's see what's going on. The cumin's doing really well. Check that out. Excited about the cumin. This could be different. Spinach is not doing too bad either. Oh, there's a little guy back there that we don't need in there. Even though he's edible, it's not what we're growing. And the strawberry spinach, look at that. They're starting to kind of pop up a bit more. That's exciting. Looks pretty cool. And it looks like we're getting some valerian. Hope those guys grow pretty good. And we have our artichoke right there. See how he grows. Potatoes with leek leaves. We had some organic leeks for dinner, and I just threw the tops in the garden bed to become mulch and go back to the earth. So, good. Potatoes are doing good. No problems with them so far. Alright, and planted the African the African dream root here. And it seems that we're getting lots. Those guys are really bunched up there. I'm gonna have to thin these guys out as they get a bit bigger, and I'll transplant them so they're more spaced. But I wanted lots of them, and we're getting lots. They survived the frost, and they're doing fine. And then it looks like we're getting our lion's ear. Is growing back there. So that's exciting. This is the Stevia. I can't say I'm having any success with that yet. We'll have to wait and see. We are getting more marigolds popping up now after the birds ate them all. That's why I had to put this over top. Holy basil. Now, I don't think these are holy basil. Oh, there you go. I think we're getting some. Not sure how much we'll get because I was thinking the frost might have harmed them pretty good. Because holy basil likes the heat. They really like the heat, so we'll see what happens there. There's lime basil. Not much going on. Shingiku. Those might be some there. We'll have to wait and see about that. And our last stop, random seed garden. We got our stinging nettles. We got some random arugula popping up, and the random snap peas coming there. And our hops is doing pretty good. They're growing lots of nice vines. As you can see, I might have to try to direct this guy up here a bit more so that they grow up. But he's doing what he wants to do. But look at that. It's coming up really nicely. And our sacred herb, that one's doing good in there. I did replant a seed in here, and I replanted one here. Nothing's popping up just yet. I'm going to keep an eye on it. If not, I do have more seeds, so I'm going to be planting those because I do want to save those. I want to grow some, and I want to save it for very special occasions and ceremonies and stuff like that. So sacred herb growing there. Name I can't say on. I mean, I probably could. The algorithm's really weird. They decide to age restrict things very strangely. But yeah, I'm growing those. You know what I'm talking about. That devil's lettuce. Just kidding. It's not the devil's lettuce, but it is. But it's not the for. Anyways, that's what we got going on so far. So thanks for watching, and got some news. I'm planning on getting a new laptop pretty soon. A more powerful gaming laptop, not for video games, but for more power for editing. Because with my current laptop, my graphics card isn't strong enough to handle these videos. Because the camera's too good, apparently. So it doesn't really deal with the 4K footage and producing any higher video quality than just 1080p, which is kind of lame because I want to produce good quality videos. And also my editor that I use, the one I purchased, doesn't work on my laptop because it needs higher graphics and more power, more RAM. So I'm getting a new laptop for that specifically, so I can get a better editor and produce better quality footage. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, it's just a matter of time. I just gotta save up and order said laptop. So stay tuned for that. I want to make some better quality content for y'all, and I'm planning on doing a lot more in the future. Well, this year I haven't been able to do too much extra stuff yet because I've been working at the tree farm. We've been really busy, and I haven't been able to go out, but I would like to do more adventure videos and just kind of like unique content, different content. So spiritual, wilderness, if you are into plants, connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with plants, all that stuff, you'll like what I have coming. So stay tuned, and yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video because that really helps, and make sure you leave a comment. Let me know if you have any ideas of any new videos you'd like me to do. But either way, thanks for watching. My name is Nomi, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.